What to look for in your own internet presence to help protect you at work.
It's where we share our memories, our photos, and sometimes our opinions. But when it comes to social media, some of us might be sharing too much.
Who they are 24 hours a day is important to the company.
Rish watches for unprofessional photos, curse words, racist or sexist comments, red flags. She says companies want to know about.
Look at your social media from the lens of an employer and say, what would people think about that?
It's not too late to spruce up your online profiles.
Hit delete. Delete is your friend.
UT Dallas social media professor Janet Johnson says what you share becomes your brand.
Do you have a lot of drinking pictures on your profile? Are you cursing on Twitter? Are you complaining about companies? Are you complaining about your boss?
Johnson says if you wouldn't show a picture or recite a post to your boss, it shouldn't be out there.
One tweet can ruin your life.
While deleting old photos and comments will help, Johnson says creating a professional presence on the web will too. She says changing privacy settings are an option, but if you're questioning a post, it's best not to hit send in the first place.
Data doesn't die. Everyone has a camera phone now that you can easily take a screenshot of anything.
Start making daily posts that are more professional to put some of those inappropriate posts from the past further down. Doug and Caitlin?
Yeah, three people sitting here like delete.
Exactly.
It's good advice, and the reality is today we thought it was just a problem for our kids, but man, adults are in this game too now.
Real.
Everybody's got to watch out.
Yep.
Good advice.
What seems to be the big hot topic right now?
I think that most people are asking about social media. I think they're asking about the issues that come up in the workplace, and that's one of the topics that we're dealing with. One of the difficulties that you deal with when you deal with social media is one of the problems that we all have, and that is memory. The world never loses it when it comes to the social media problem. That is something that is simply there forever. So I would say to someone, remember when you're involved in social media that in fact what you're doing is creating some type of memorialized picture of what you're saying or what you're doing.
Well, I want to ask you this, in the eyes of the law and as far as my employment, what we've seen recently, not only in entertainment, but in politics and in academia, are people that are being held accountable, being even terminated for things that they put out on social media over a decade ago. In the eyes of the law, can I be terminated for what I did in the past?
Being an attorney, I'm going to give you an absolute answer. Sort of. It really depends on your contract that you have. And if you have a contract for employment with your employer, then there probably is some provision in that contract for the termination of an employee based upon your conduct, which would include social media. If there is, then absolutely that employer has the right to be able to terminate you. So it depends on the terms of the contract. Go back and read the terms that are in there. At will state, which means that the termination of employee can happen at any time that the employer decides. There really doesn't have to be a reason, a cause. There doesn't have to be any specific reason given to you. The employer at any time during your employment has the right to be able to let you go and doesn't even have to offer to you the reason why they're letting you be terminated.